Hi, everyone. So we're doing 26 weeks. I'm sorry it's been a while. Things have been pretty hectic and stressful, and Jake was out of town for like 2 weeks straight, and that was tricky. Luckily, my kids are pretty self-sufficient and they're pretty awesome, and so we got through that just fine. And I had some friends helping with like pickup and stuff like that. So um, we got through that, and he brought some awesome pictures back from Tennessee. So that was cool. I had my 26-week checkup, and the girls look great. Everything looks good. They're measuring about 2 pounds each and right on schedule. So that's really good. My cervix is still nice and long, which might be a little TMI, but that's good. I hold on to my babies, so knock on wood, I don't really think that we have any cause for concern of early delivery or too early. I know they're twins, so it could go, they could come at any time. But given my history with the prior three and them all being super duper late and having to be induced, all of them, I'm just not really concerned. And the doctors don't seem very concerned with anything at all either. I did have to do that glucose test a second time, which is fucking miserable. And for the first time ever, and it wasn't the phlebotomist, that poor girl, she felt so bad. But she went to take my blood and my vein collapsed, and that's never happened to me before. I get my blood drawn on a pretty regular because of the thyroid and Hashimoto issues that I have, and I've just never had a problem with that. And so then she had to take more blood from the other arm and sent in like 2 vials. So hopefully that's good, and I don't have to redo that test because it was 2 vials and not all of the blood in one. I hope the lab doesn't give them trouble. So I think 3 to 4 weeks is my next appointment. And then they'll do the Rogam shot because I'm the Rh negative, and they'll do more blood for my thyroid to test and make sure that's not all cattywampus. And then they're going to make me get that damn pertussis shot, and I hate shots. So I'm going to have 2 next time, and that really sucks. And they're going to take blood for something else on the next appointment too. I don't know. So, and we're car shopping because I had a little fender bender in my van, and the insurance company totaled it. And then I sold our truck so that we could get a car that's big enough to fit all of these babies and the kids we already have. So now I don't have a car. So thankfully, we have a friend helping get the kids to school in the mornings for the next few days, and then they're on spring break for 2 weeks. So I have a couple of weeks before we have to really kind of get a car and get something big enough. I don't want to finance anything. We just, that's not something we want to do or really are able to do right now. I'm hardly working, and so adding another payment to our monthly bills is just not an option. But we have some cash and some friends who go to auto auctions and things like that, so I think that'll be good. My nausea is coming back, so that really sucks. My heartburn is kicked in. I had some reprieve from that, but it's kicked up again pretty serious, and so I'm not sleeping again. There's a lot of pressure on my hips and my groin area, and so doing a lot of walking and stuff. So yeah, it's normal aches and pains, I guess. I'm complaining that I'm old and I'm too old for this shit, and I'm fucking whiny and I'm uncomfortable, and breathing is hard and getting comfortable is super hard. But I've been watching these shows and stuff, and there's so many women out there who have so many issues trying to hold on to their babies. And I have friends who have had their babies very, very early and had them be in the NICU, and you see all these women go through way, way, way worse than any of the stuff that I'm going through, and it kind of really puts it in perspective that I'm pretty lucky. I'm pretty built to make babies, and I'm grateful for that. As much as I bitch and piss and moan, perspective is good. Perspective is good. Knocks you down a little bit to say, whoa, wow, I'm really a fucking whiner. And these women who have, oh my goodness. See, Mason is in here. Is it all right, Mia? Do you need to readjust?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Let me just move this cat. Oh. So, my belly is getting... See, this is Forrest. She's the babysitter, officially. She wants to sit on my belly all the time, and now she's getting super pissed because there's not room on my belly for her, and so she keeps, like, rolling off of my belly as she's trying to get comfortable, which is pretty funny. Anyway, I'm going to try not to be so whiny, if that's possible. I'm pretty whiny. The kids, I think, are getting more excited. They can feel the babies kick and see them kicking and stuff more. They're kind of grossed out by it. We were watching a show called The Midwives. My son is totally grossed out by the C-sections, and I told him, you know, oh, hopefully that's not something that we're going to have to go through, you know, knock on wood. So far, so good. That doesn't, you know, all of my other 3 were delivered vaginally and normal, you know, deliveries, and other than the fact that they were late, all was fine. So that's good. I'm just trying to get these kids through school through the end of the year without having some babies and without, you know, them going crazy, because it's, you know, we're getting to that spring break, and I feel like after spring break, it, you know, they get summer brain, and they have all kinds of testing right after they get back from spring break, which sucks, because then they're going to be stressed out for like 3 weeks. Mason is trying to whisper things for me to say, and I have no idea what she's trying to whisper.
Saying that we have them next week too.
Oh, so they start the testing next week, but they're only in school for Monday through Wednesday, and then they have 2 weeks off, and then they have more testing. My son, though, poor guy, is starting, it's not SATs, but it's like the 9th grade equivalent where they start testing for that stuff, so he's going to have to study through his spring break for that. We're starting to get kind of the baby's room put together. Jake moved the desk that we're turning into a changing table down and got it primered today, and Caden's been helping him with that. And I had a friend come and help me sort and organize a bunch of the hand-me-downs we have got some really, really awesome hand-me-downs from so many people, and I'm so grateful for that. It's kind of funny because, you know, our kids are older, and frankly, you know, most of our friends that we've had for, you know, 20 plus years, they didn't start having kids until we had our youngest. And so we never had hand-me-downs for like our oldest, and then Mason, our middle, she was so tiny that we were able to get a lot of hand-me-downs for a long time for her, just from her friends, because her friends were always so much bigger than her, even though they were the same age. But now she's getting super tall, so we don't get a lot of hand-me-downs for her anymore. Aurora, the youngest, she still gets a lot of hand-me-downs though, which is nice too, but she's really getting big. And she's kind of shaped different body types than, you know, the middle girl, so we can't hand-me-down a lot of her stuff because it doesn't fit her right. Yeah, and we're starting to plan the baby shower. We're going to have 2 baby showers, which I know sounds kind of crazy, but we have a pretty big family, thankfully, and so they're going to be more comfortable doing, you know, like a family smaller baby shower where they know everybody, and, you know, it's family centered, and it's grandmas and grandpas and aunts and cousins and all of that, and so we'll do that. And then we have just so many awesome friends who are so excited for us, and so we're going to do another baby shower and kind of have all of them and their spouses, and we'll do it at the brewery where I've been working. So then the guys can have beers, the ladies can have beers, and, you know, just sit and chat and kind of visit and be excited and do some, you know, silly games. So that'll be cool. I'm excited for that. Yeah, so, I mean, it's just a waiting game at this point. We're almost 3rd trimester. I think third trimester starts at like 28 weeks, which is cool. I can no longer see anything below my belly button. So that's fun. And let me tell you, if you cannot see something to groom it, you probably should stay away from the razor and use the waxing gift certificate that your husband bought you. Yeah, so the shaving, the grooming, the personal grooming is really, it's kind of out of the question at this point. It's really more dangerous, I feel like, than practical. Jake will put in a 26-week belly picture somewhere. You can follow me on Instagram, shut_up and eat your food. And then like this page and subscribe and share it so that your friends can see what a wreck I am. I have serious pregnant brain. Like, the stupidity level is insane. Thankfully, people at breweries coming in for beers are pretty forgiving, because it is possible I ask them what they want to drink, and then like 5 seconds later I'm like, wait, what did you want again? So that's kind of funny. And everybody there, we've got quite a bit of regulars who are totally awesome, and they've been very excited because they only work a couple of nights a week, and so, you know, they'll be like, oh my gosh, your belly's so much bigger than it was last week. And so that's pretty fun. I don't have a lot more else to say this time. Just be careful with razors if you're fat and pregnant, and have a good day. And we'll do another video sooner rather than later. And thanks for watching. I'm so glad you're watching my videos. It makes me so happy. Okay, bye.
What were you doing?
I don't know what to do with my hands.